Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Joanne. Yes, I've been away for a few days. It's so good to be back live again. So hello to everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'd love to be able to go into great detail as to what's been happening. However, it's very complicated. It's really complicated. But life is somewhat complicated at the moment. So, I'm in a really good spot at the moment. So while I'm doing good, we will continue to live stream. But every now and then, I have to just pull away and take a step back. So thank you to everybody that has reached out to me, messaged me, send me love and support. I've tried to keep videos going. How am I doing, Angela? I'm doing a lot better. Last week, as you would have seen, I did a video where I was bawling my eyes out. That lasted for a few days, and I'm back. Good. So, yeah, I'm doing really well. I mean, when I can talk about when I'm at a stage where I can tell you what's happened, you'll probably go, "Oh, I understand now," but I can't tell you. There are one or two people that know part of the story, but not everybody know. Like, I haven't shared it with everybody. But it's very complicated. It's very complicated. And I just have to let things play out at the moment before I can go any further. But anyway, and I'm on a study break from uni. I've got a week off. So that might have something to do with it as well. But I've got 8 more assessments to do and I'm done with the course. So, yeah. You understand complicated? Robin, yeah, it's just very complicated. Very complicated. Very complicated. So, well, and I think some days are better than others, the Fox, and I think being locked down has also complicated some of the issues as well, because particularly when depression hits, you just feel boxed in. Yeah, Vedandra says everybody needs a break sometimes. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's going to be like that. I may just have to take a step back at certain times now, particularly when we start talking about the actions of a certain YouTuber, which we've got to look at today because there's been so much happen while I've been away and not commented on. And I have a few things to say about that because it's crazy. But I wanted to just say, so my parents got notification the other day that my grandmother's nursing home had gone into lockdown due to a positive COVID case. All the residents were, when I say they were all confined to their rooms. It was a night shift staff, which fortunately they didn't have lots of interaction with the residents. However, all the staff at the home have been vaccinated, and there's all this discussion now against vaccinated and unvaccinated people. We hear all the time about, we're an organisation that doesn't discriminate. No, I haven't actually, the Fox. We don't discriminate, but everyone's saying that if you're not vaccinated, you could lose your job. Is that discrimination? I mean, this is happening. There's a discussion now happening in the church. Are we going to let people come to church who aren't vaccinated? It's really interesting. It's like, so, but how can you say, it's just crazy. So the Fair Work, so this is a question that the Fair Work Commission in New South Wales has had to work out. I know there's some roadmaps out and everything, but look, I have to be honest with you. It concerns me because I don't think that we've hit our peak yet. I don't think that the peak's been hit yet. And I think to come out early is going to be catastrophic. However, I am not a health professional. I'm not a professional. I'm just somebody that, I was going to say, I'm very intuitive. And so I can often feel, I can I don't want to say like I'm not like that, but sometimes, well, you know that I've said some things on this channel where I've made some comment and then it's come true. That's what I sort of do, and it's really scary. But the Fair Work Commission ruling on flu jab reveals the divide on the vaccine mandate. So, a nursing home in New South Wales has had to do this. So, the Deputy President of the Fair Work Commission has railed against mandatory vaccinations in an extraordinary dissenting judgment, labelling such a decree for employees akin to medical apartheid. We need to hit 80%, according to the experts. Yeah, the thing is, the faults, if you look at like all over everywhere else, you know, like the UK and the US and Israel, they're still suffering. My concern is that they're putting all their eggs in the vaccine basket and not enough into these other measures. I know the Victorian government has just have had ventilators come in to put into the schools. We know that the virus spreads, but anyway. So the comments come from Deputy President Lyndall Dean, revealed the divide seen across the community on mandating vaccines. The judgment related to a woman who was sacked from her job as a receptionist at a nursing home on the New South Wales south coast after she refused to get a flu shot last year when it became mandatory by the New South Wales government. The Sapphire Coast Community Aged Care receptionist claimed she had a severe allergic reaction to a flu shot in 2006 and presented a letter from a practitioner of Chinese medicine to her employer to back up her refusal to get vaccination. She presented another letter from a GP in Pambula, also outlining her allergic reaction, and wrote to the chief executive of Sapphire to outline her opposition to getting the shot. Fair Work Commission Vice President Adam Hatcher and Commissioner Bernie blocked Ms. Kimber's application to appeal against her dismissal, finding she had held a broader anti-vaccination position after she Googled all sorts of stuff in relation to side effects of vaccines. They did not intend of the current pandemic to give any encouragement to spurious objection to a lawful workplace vaccination requirement. But their colleague, Ms. Dean, said she strenuously disagreed and described it as serious injustice, disputing that she was an anti-vaxxer. So this is what we're going to get. So if you go to Fair Work Commission, it may depend on which commissioner who's making the decision. All Australians should vigorously oppose the introduction of a system of medical apartheid and segregation in Australia, she wrote in her dissenting judgment. It's an abhorrent concept and is morally and ethically wrong, and the antithesis of our democratic way of life and everything we value. Ms. Dean also argued the case about the flu shot should be a warning in the debate about making it compulsory to get the COVID-19 vaccination. Blanket rules such as mandating vaccinations for everybody across a whole profession or industry, regardless of the actual risk, fail the tests of proportionality, necessity, and reasonableness. So, mandatory COVID vaccinations have been ordered for workers in aged care sector, and there were large protests in Melbourne last week about the Victorian government's decision for that construction workers needed to get the shot. So what do you think? Should you get, for me, if you have a genuine reason that you can't get vaccinated, I don't see the problem. There are some people that are allergic to vaccines. We know that there are issues that you can't get the vaccine. Is that should you be discriminated against? It's one thing to be an anti-vaxxer, and it's another thing to have a genuine medical reason. Tell me what you think. And I'll just remind you all of the rules, please. This isn't about what I think. This is about what you think. Apparently, there is a court case in New South Wales. Yes, it's funny. People in Victoria protested. People in New South Wales went to court. So do you think people should be forced? Except for medical exceptions, take the vaccine or lose your job, says Bo. See, I would agree with that. There are people that have some issues with the vaccines. I'm already yawning. We've only just started, already yawning. I'm out of practice, everybody. I have to say, I've been in bed most nights before 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, that's what... Well, I reckon it should, Bruce. I reckon it should. I reckon that there would be a few politicians that aren't vaccinated. And ultimately, we have to live with COVID and can't stay locked down forever. I guess people vaccinated aren't getting so ill on the whole. It's a hardcore. I believe folk who can get vaccinated. Christine, I believe if you can, you should. But does that mean that we discriminate those that can't? Because this is what's been happening. I have a friend who has issues with flu shot, but she's willing to get one. Really? That's interesting. You don't get to be offended by science during a pandemic. The protests were out. Yeah. Yeah, but should you be discriminated? I mean, there's this whole thing about discrimination. So, as I said, one of the things that's happening is, everyone says we don't discriminate. We won't discriminate. But yet, then they're saying, well, if you don't get the vaccination, we're going to not give you a job, or you can't get a job, or you can't go shopping, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. But isn't that discrimination? And I'm pro-vaccination, by the way, but I'm just throwing out these questions to you. Please don't attack me. I'm just unless there is a good medical reason not to get one, we should discriminate. So I'm just asking questions. I'm sort of playing devil's advocate, looking at it from, as you know, I like to try and look at things from different perspectives and different ways of looking at things. They're free from work and shop online, yeah. Oh, really? Was he there? Why hasn't the media carried on about it? Mr. Family Guy. My son was at high risk with his potential reaction to the vaccine. It took a lot of time for me to decide to get the vaccine. He was monitored closely, says Julian. Hello, Julian. Bruce says, I'm vaccinated, believe it should be a choice. Free country. But I know COVID and the flu are two different things, but not everybody gets the flu vaccination. And not everyone gets vaccinated against measles, mumps, and rubella, and all of that sort of stuff. There are people that don't get vaccinated because they're anti-vaxxers. Or for whatever reason. As I said, I'm just chucking out things here. Oh dear. Yes, we should. I'm happy that people don't. So it's sad people leaving their chosen. It's a new beginning. Yeah. So, I mean, there was a discussion today about, volunteer organisations. Are they now going to have to? Will you not be able to volunteer if you're not vaccinated? What we're looking at is a whole new set of rules for living, it would seem. Oh, wow, done, Robin. So that's why I'm just interested in seeing what you all think, because you're all so very intelligent. But says, I know I'm biased. I have heart condition and asthma. I have been stuck at home since March 2019. I want out. Take the damn vaccine. Yes, true. Well, that's right. 1952 polio was discovered. Wow. Ooh, happy birthday for Tuesday. Is that Thursday? Cool. Yeah. However, I don't like people, so I actually, I'm actually very happy at home at the moment because I don't like people. I don't like people. I'm only joking. Oh dear. Anyway, so here is something interesting here. It says, what happened to Simone Biles at the Olympics? Simone versus herself is promising to shed some light. So there's a documentary. Few athletes were more hyped at the 2021 Olympic Games than Simone Biles. She went home from Tokyo with a silver and a bronze. She pulled out of a number of events. So ahead of the Games, there was speculation she could take home multiple gold medals as the undisputed GOAT of gymnastics. But when competition came, she took time out, withdrawing from some events and saying she needed to put her mental health first. We have to protect our minds, our bodies, and not just go out and do what the world wants us to do, she said. Biles later said in the run-up to the final, she'd experienced a dangerous sensation known as the twisties. Where she became disorientated midair, but we're about to learn more about her when it went on behind the scenes, new episodes of Simone versus herself. So it's a new documentary. The Fox says, if we call your university, we give you special permission to do all your classes from home. You know what, Fox? With the roadmap for Victoria, I will just about be done by the time we get to go. And by then, all of my assignments would have to have been virtually done. And so it won't have, I don't think it's going to make much difference. But yes, thank you. The plane that was packed didn't feel great, but fortunately got negative tests. Cool. So Simone versus herself is a documentary. So it's on in the US. My story in my words. Who's tuning in? So it's a 2-part season finale will be released on Facebook Watch, chronicling the gymnast's time in Tokyo. So it's going to be released 2 a.m. Australia time. I'm not staying up. I'm sorry. Other episodes of Simone versus herself have featured exclusive interviews with Biles, and a trailer for the show's return teased more of the same. I'm having these mental blocks in the gym recently, and it's not fun. It's been scary. It shows Biles staying in her video diary. I'm getting lost in my skills. It's getting to the point where it's becoming dangerous. So we're going to find out what happened. So it looks like she's been chronicling her journey. And so it looks like we're going to find out what happened behind the scenes. And it's going to be on Facebook Watch. Well, it might be more entertaining. Yeah, hopefully it'll give us some insight. So it's her story in her words. So I don't know. Simone versus herself. So it'll be interesting to see what happens or what we learn about what happened at the Olympics. So there's been 5. The Emmy Awarding Versus series released 5 episodes featuring Biles in the lead up to the games. So there's the last 2, and these are going to feature on the games. So it will be very interesting to see what's happened. All right. Yeah, the twisties are actually very terrifying because it's if you think, like when you go into a room and you forget what you went into the room for, and you're standing there and you're trying to remember. Well, imagine that you're standing on a beam and you're going to go and do something and you can't remember what it is you're going to do. That's what the twisties are. Twisties are good. I prefer the chicken twisties myself, Bruce. Hello, short order cook. All right. I want to show you something because we're going to get onto our favorite YouTuber now, just briefly, because I've been away and I have to say I cannot believe the amount of I've been speechless. I've kept my eye on stuff. It's been shocking. But there's a new channel that I found, and it's called Recaps with Bobby. If you haven't caught up with Recaps with Bobby, I suggest you do, because Bobby is a robot cat. Okay. This is Bobby's latest edition. Let's play a game. Katie Joy versus a real law commentary channel. Joanne, it has been vile. Thank you. It's been vile. Vile is probably the operative word. So let's have a look what Bobby's got to say. Recaps with Bobby is the channel. I've watched a few of these and they're quite funny. So let's see what Bobby's got to say.
Hi, I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. Today, let us review the arrest warrant for Brian Laundrie. In good humour and blatantly obvious contrast, I present to you Catherine Joy, the self-taught, cannot remember the day of the week, never investigated anything, journalist.
Yes, that is. Oh boy, that's funny.
On the right, we have former prosecuting district attorney, badass lawyer, and legal commentator, Emily D. Baker. Let's see how this plays out.
I'm so glad to have you here. And I am happy to be here tonight. I hope you guys had a good day.
You are as charismatic as the hair on a horse's ass. Try appreciating.
Oh, I've got to do that again. I've got to go back and watch that again. All right, I'm sorry. I tried not to laugh. I haven't seen this. All right, let's go back.
To be here tonight. I hope you guys had a good day.
You are as charismatic as the hair on a horse's ass, Uncle Fester. Try appreciating your viewers.
23rd. Did you know that yesterday I kept saying that it was September 21st? Like, why would I keep saying all day yesterday that it was September 21st?
Hello, Andrew. Bobby is funny. Bobby tells it as it is. If you haven't met it, so yeah, Bobby. I like Bobby. I like Bobby. All right. Oops. Oops. I just lost it.
Had a good day.
You are as charismatic as the hair on a horse's ass, Uncle Fester. Try appreciating your viewers.
23rd. Did you know that yesterday I kept saying that it was September 21st? Like, why would I keep saying all day yesterday that it was September 21st? Turn off my camera for a second. Nose keeps itching. Okay. We have some people have been asking about my hair. I honestly just tried to part it on a different side. And do you ever just like try a different side to part your hair and you're like,
no.
Oh, I love that.
I tried to part it on a different side. And do you ever just like try a different side to part your hair and you're like,
no.
I've been parting my hair on the wrong side my whole life.
We've got some fresh hair. We've got a fresh iPhone. It's time to roll. Are you guys ready?
Hello, Keeper. So
fresh hair. We've got a fresh iPhone. It's time to roll. Are you guys ready?
It's more than likely they were told yesterday about an indictment that came down because the indictment actually was down yesterday and they announced the charges today. So,
are you sure you are not confusing the warrant with the press release? Or perhaps you have not read these documents before?
The charges today. So,
are you sure you are not confusing the warrant with the press release? Or perhaps you have not read these documents before speeding onto the internet to give the scoop.
And then this afternoon, the indictment came down.
Which day do you mean?
The FBI out of Denver released this news statement, which says...
A news statement? That's not even the indictment. I haven't been watching. I just watched the Bobby recaps.
Which day do you mean?
The FBI out of Denver released this news statement, which says that on Wednesday, September 22nd of 2021, so they did this yesterday. This is why they knew about it ahead of time.
What on earth?
Authorization. He wasn't on the bank account. He isn't on the bank account. It's not named in his name. There'd be no other way to tie it to Gabby if it was anybody else. So that's... It's not named in his name. There'd be no other way to tie it to Gabby if it was anybody else.
Oh, what does that even mean? There'd be no way to tie it to Gabby if it was anyone else. Do people actually pay? Like, are people actually? I believe all her video, their subscriber and member onlys. People are paying for this.
Other way to tie it to Gabby if it was anybody else. So that's
the arrest warrant. Real quick, it is a very basic arrest warrant, and again, the arrest warrant has the 18 U.S.C. 1029A1, use of unauthorized devices, and in this, it's a 1029A2. Again, that's not going to invalidate the arrest warrant. They might file for a updated or superseding an arrest warrant. The indictment is enough to arrest, so having the wrong charge on it's not going to be the end of the thing.
Anytime you use a vape card, it is interstate commerce. Correct. So anything that you do over a wire, over an interstate, that's the federal law. So this is a federal case. Okay.
Defendant Brian Christopher Laundrie knowingly and with intent to defraud used one or more unauthorized access devices, the device being the Capital One bank debit card with the last four, a personal identification number, so a PIN, for bank accounts, and then it gave the bank account numbers. And by which conduct of things of value, generally money.
Well, Well, the Fox, Victoria's still got an issue with the vaccinations. I was just reading that they're looking at closing the gap between the vaccination 1 and 2, because otherwise we're not going to reach our targets because we can't get the vaccinations. All right, here we go.
Case to $1,000 or more during that period, which affected interstate commerce. That's the jurisdictional part of this. And the value aggregating 1,000 is probably the charging, and I didn't pull up the charging guidelines, but probably the charging guidelines to be a felony. It is in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1029A2 and Section C1A1.
Okay. And they are doing it this way because it's going to end up being a full federal case when it finally gets to the level of
what are you doing?
What it needs to be.
So that means that this is not a warrant, and I see confusion about this. This is not a warrant related to her passing or him being a suspect in her murder. This is a warrant for the use of a debit card. It's generally a holding charge, so it is going to be something that they can arrest him on, search him on, interview him on, bring him into custody on, keep him in custody on, seeing that he's been missing.
No, so this is Emily D. Baker. She's a lawyer on YouTube. We've got Bobby the Cat here. I don't know who Bobby the Cat is. Whoever this channel is brilliant. Well, yes, and so would Country New South Wales, because it's interesting that the roadmap for New South Wales didn't take into account the fact that the regional areas gave all their had to give up their vaccinations to the city, and the regional areas are going to be well under-vaxxed. So,
for over a week and a half, put the ankle bracelet on him if he's released to track him. This gives them something to go on while they continue to investigate, which means they don't have to rush the investigation, they don't have to rush the autopsy and things like that. So,
but without this warrant, the FBI doesn't have any compelling reason to put out a wanted poster, because he's not technically wanted for a crime if they don't have a warrant. And they can now connect him to her passing and say, well, after she was gone, he was using her credit card.
Very brief. It's very brief. From on or about August 30th, 2021 through and including on or about September 1st, things are always pled on or about, because sometimes by the time you get to trial, witnesses or dates could vary. There can be fluctuations. So it's always on or about. If you just put on and then it's proven to not be on that exact date, you can lose your entire case because it's not pled properly.
Probably blame Mum too. Oh. Isn't this the best way to watch it? I love this robot. I love Bobby.
There can be fluctuations, so it's always on or about. If you just put on and then it's proven to not be on that exact date, you can lose your entire case because it's not pled properly.
That's pretty suspicious, right? So she's not alive anymore, and he's accessing her bank accounts, and he's using her bank accounts without her permission and defrauding her and the banks.
Do you just sit awake at night and design your law degree in your head?
Everybody. Oh, that was great.
Lose your entire case because it's not pled properly.
That's pretty suspicious, right? So she's not alive anymore, and he's accessing her bank accounts, and he's using her bank accounts without her permission and defrauding her and the banks.
Do you just sit awake at night and design your law degree in your head?
Now, my speculation and the wide speculation is this is likely Gabby Petito's card and her debit card accessing her bank accounts. The indictment does not say that.
So I'm guessing that a lot of the stuff that they had over that time was in Gabby's name.
So you've got Emily D. Baker going, we are assuming that it is, but it doesn't say it. You know, we're speculating that it is. Oh, hello, Villanova. How are you? All right. Oh, do you just lie awake at night? I love that one. Oh.
And just like the bank, like just like the car, the man was their name. I'm actually surprised they didn't charge him with Grand Theft Auto. That could have been another charge because he's driving the car and it's not his car. It's not.
You need to call whoever the holy hell-made deputy dipshit and get your money back. I'm glad you got it. I know, I'm still very... Our mail is really, really slow at the moment.
That they had over that time was in Gabby's name. And just like the bank, like just like the car, the man was their name. I'm actually surprised they didn't charge him with Grand Theft Auto. That could have been another charge because he's driving the car and it's not his car. It's not.
You need to call whoever the holy hell-made deputy dipshit and get your money back.
Registered in his name. Technically, he stole her car too.
Well, we are just adding charges ourselves now. Call the Federal Bureau of Investigation and let them know.
Can we have the Bobby fan club? Whoever Bobby is, I'm a fan.
Registered in his name. Technically, he stole her car too.
Well, we are just adding charges ourselves now. Call the Federal Bureau of Investigation and let them know.
For that they took camping with husband in their driveway. Okay, I think the dates that they're doing this are to pinpoint a date and time when they believe that Gabby wasn't alive anymore. So maybe they can't for sure say that she was not alive on the 28th.
Again, they likely have a date of death that is in that time frame before September 1st. That would have been presented to the grand jury. And then they talk about the warrant. Well, this warrant allows law enforcement to arrest Laundrie. The FBI and our partners across the country continue to investigate the facts and circumstances of Ms. Petito's
Look
homicide.
at this. It doesn't say that he used it in Wyoming. It says that he used it
in Wyoming.
In Wyoming and other places. It doesn't say that he used it in Wyoming. It says that he used it.
He used the fucking charge card in Wyoming.
The Fox, we might look at a couple of the other ones that he's got on there. He's got a few good ones. He's going to probably get this video. Oh, dear.
Other places. It doesn't say that he used it in Wyoming. It says that he used it.
He used the fucking charge card in Wyoming.
In Wyoming and other places. In Wyoming and other places. Using it in multiple states would also become a federal case as well.
Sure, that is the date that they're thinking of. So from on or about August 30th to and including on or about September 1st in the District of Wyoming and elsewhere, which means this could have started in Wyoming. There could be other jurisdictions. Defendant Brian Christopher Laundrie.
When you have more than one case in like state involvement, it becomes that. So it's not a huge charge and it doesn't carry a high penalty, but it's enough to get an arrest warrant, which is
I know. Look, I haven't even hit the subscribe button yet. I'm going to have to. But it's recaps with Bobby, and yeah, you have to subscribe, people. Oh.
What they needed. They just needed the minimum. This will probably be the first of many.
I know there is a lot of information out there around this case. Not all of it's accurate. Not all of it's confirmed. I know it is difficult, and we really do try to make sure that we remember that you are innocent until proven guilty, no matter how much we fucking hate it. And the Petito family is going through the most awful thing you can imagine. And it's a lot for her family, so I'm not going to. When there's new info that I can help, I will cover it. In case I'm not going to go live every time there's something new. It just doesn't sit right with me to dissect it like that. And I know people are curious, and I will try to keep up to date on solid new developments and new information.
It's Katie from Finding All of my channel. I hope you guys have a good day.
With the smile.
Humor and blatantly
obvious. Oh, sorry.
Going through the most awful thing you can imagine. And it's a lot for her family, so I'm not going to. When there's new info that I can help, I will cover it. In case I'm not going to go live every time there's something new. It just doesn't sit right with me to dissect it like that. And I know people are curious, and I will try to keep up to date on solid new developments and new information.
It's Katie from Finding All. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have a good day. Who has been sucked into the missing persons case of Gabby Petito? So,
look at the smile on her face when she was talking about that. If I may just say for someone that says when she opens her mouth.
The FBI has said that they have found a body that is consistent with the visible servant of Gabby Petito. Verified sightings of Brian in Mobile, right outside of a Walmart. There is a fish of the autopsy, and they have performed all that. They have COD, and also have probably identified it as Gabby. And so many people coming forward with their accounts of what happened if they saw Gabby and Brian. Hi guys. Interesting day. It started out kind of confusing. We started getting word that Brian's parents were seen driving YouTube. And I don't even know that it's fair to call her a YouTuber because I only saw one video of hers on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. She can't call her a YouTuber because she had one video on YouTube. Really?
I don't know if they deleted any of those things. Just maybe trying to aspire to be a YouTuber, which is fantastic.
Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel.
You know,
this cat is always prowling.
So do we have a new Bobby fan club? All right, I've got to hit subscribe now. Hang on. I'm sorry, Bobby. I hadn't subscribed before. I'm now subscribed. So let's go back and see what else he's got on here. Whoever Bobby is a legend. Is that correct? We love Bobby? We love Bobby. Okay, so recap with Bobby. So he just doesn't do stuff on KJ. There is Dog Chapman says he's helping the Petito family. Critical K is back. Janelle Easton. Read along with Bobby. Let's have a look at Read Along with Bobby. Yeah, so it's called Recaps with Bobby. Let me just, you know what? He's so good. Let's just put his link in here. There we go. Todd Chrisley confirms class action lawsuit. So there's Katie Joy talks about hypocrisy. Katie Joy versus wine and the po-po. So there is a lot of different ones here. Right, so let's look at read along. Bobby merch. This is only a 2-minute video. So if you're watching Bobby, we want merch.
Hi, I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. Let us recap some recent Catherine Joy investigative journalism from Twitter. When we teach a girl how not to be abused, we assume that a victim can control what an abuser chooses to do. We can teach our daughters how to identify red flags, but a man will abuse if he wants to abuse. We must teach our sons not to abuse. Period. Catherine, who taught you not to be an abusive shite bag? The case is unsealed. Wonderful. Now you can monetize a video of you reading autopsy reports. Fucking wonderful. You creepy little urchin.
Bobby! You can't say that!
Autopsy reports. Fucking wonderful. You creepy little urchin. False. This is a federal case. And federal law trumps Florida law. According to Emily D. Baker, the wonderful lady of the law. That's not how that works. LOL. Bogus tips on social media are slowing down the investigation. Interesting. Did you not recently attempt to fake, search and dox a healthcare worker as the owner of the car that she does not own at all?
Bobby! Oh, Bobby!
Not own at all? You fucking dimwit. If Brian Laundrie is found outside Carlton Reserve alive, the United States government should charge him and his parents for time, money, and resources. Well, it's a good thing nobody except that unruly dog of yours cares what you think. Here, she shares.
Guess what you think?
Here, she shares Gabby's funeral information. Catherine, thankfully you never go outside. Let us help you. Do not pay someone to stream this.
Oh boy, wait on, I've got to take this back a bit.
Unruly dog of yours cares what you think. Here, she shares Gabby's funeral information. Catherine, thankfully you never go outside. Let us help you. Do not pay someone to stream this. Here, she retweets about a phenomenon called crazy ass white dude psycho syndrome. Unfortunately, she forgot to tag her husband. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. This cat is always prowling.
Oh, Bobby! All right, we'll watch another. Shall we watch another one? We'll look at this one. Oh boy! Oh, this one has hashtag counting on and Jill Duggar. Uh-oh. It'd be interesting.
Hi, I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. Catherine the Napkin Joy recently found time away from obsessively trying to get the attention of the Petito family to return to her roots.
Kate, did he call her Napkin Joy?
I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. Catherine the napkin joy recently found time away from obsessively trying to get the attention of the Petito family to return to her roots, which would be projecting herself onto Jill Duggar and denying that she frequents the Duggar Snark subreddit. Let's have a look.
Oh dear.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel.
I am only here because I have to be here.
It's
Bobby.
Monday, September 20th, and
Has anyone verified Dan calendar?
oh gosh.
Didn't she give the wrong date the other day or something? I saw that going around. Bobby is on fire. This cat is on fire.
Verified Dan calendar.
Oh gosh. People are really mad at Jill for this. Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. Because what? Okay, first off, you guys come here a lot of the time for the Duggars, which...
Why? Why does anyone come here at all?
By the way,
Oh boy.
we love to snark on the Duggars. We also like to talk about stuff related to Josh Duggar. We talk about
What did she say?
the snark on the Duggars. We also like to talk about stuff related to Josh Duggar. We talk about the cult. There's a lot of varying things to get, talk about. And
Oh yes. So many viewers want to track the every move of an alleged paedophile, while you...
We need a "Oh no, Bobby" t-shirt. I know. That's what I need to do because I keep saying "Oh no, Bobby." Oh dear.
want to track the every move of an alleged paedophile, while you smile like a donkey.
I'm always shocked at what the snarkers are mad about. Now, another common misconception about this channel is that I get all of my information from Reddit, and that's really not true.
Because you get your content from the Reddit.
Whoa, this is so...
Hang on. Hello, Jenna. So she admits to using the Reddit. Hang on.
From Reddit, it's mostly...
Because you get your content from the Reddit.
Whoa, this is so ridiculous. But anyways, so I saw this headline, and it was that she was getting dragged for using the hack...
And then look, Gabby Petito's... Look.
hashtag counting on.
So who called him out of it? And so Bobby is... She's talking about using the hashtag counting on. Look, she's using them.
The way that she has had falling out with her family out to show. There's level of hypocrisy here where people say, well, like, Jill, you've been so critical of counting on, why would you then use the hashtag?
Oh my, Catherine. Does your computer monitor have a reflection of yourself on it?
Bobby is killing it.
Please do take a look.
So I also looked at this. So they think that she should...
Is the Federal Bureau of Investigation under your desk?
Remember, she did a whole live stream the other day about the sheriff appearing at her house because somebody had said that Brian Laundrie, she was hiding him in her basement or something. That was...
Bureau of Investigation under your desk.
To be using this hashtag because of her family's connection. The criticism here is that Jill is promoting a show that is canceled that has brought in a lot of problems. For her family that she had to hire an attorney for, that she's doing this to ride the name of her family to make money, and they find it annoying. I understand people's point of view because they say it's hypocritical that she would use the hashtag that has made her famous.
Catherine, you have over 300 videos just this year with the hashtag counting on.
But people know her from Counting On.
So, meanwhile, we're just setting up the recaps with Bobby. So it's Bobby, the cat. Recaps with Bobby is the channel. I will put the channel name back in here again. He just doesn't do KJ. He does other people as well. But yes, he is a very smart cat. But
So from a business standpoint, Jill is being smart. But people know her from Counting On. So from a business standpoint, Jill is being smart. So yes, I guess on the Reddit board, this might be why they don't like me.
Catherine, you are a mean person who cannot maintain healthy relationships.
Because I don't agree with this. I may be seen as a Jill supporter.
Catherine, just because you deleted your horrible tweets about Jill and her husband does not mean they are not there. You...
I'm sorry, I just love it. I'm just in love with Bobby.
As a Jill supporter.
Catherine, just because you deleted your horrible tweets about Jill and her husband does not mean they are not there. You hold no alliances to anyone except for your pocketbook and that unruly dog of yours.
Because I think it's not ridiculous that she uses it. I guess that makes me... they don't like me on that board anyway, so who cares?
Thank you for watching
there
my
you go.
video.
So there you go. So that's Bobby. Maybe. I hope so. Start your kitty just in case. So anyway, we're in love with Bobby. I'll see if he's got any more. May as well keep on the Bobby bandwagon, hey? Boy. Oh, what else have we got here? So we've done we did read along. Oops. Oh, hello, Jenna. Yeah, good. I was saying that everything's still a little bit complicated at the moment, so I can't give you all the exact stuff because it's complicated. But when I can, you'll hear the whole story. Oh, here you go. This is why. This is it. Oh, there's a couple of good ones here. All right. So this is about the FBI turning up to a house. I think Bobby should become. I vote Bobby.
Breaking news. As predicted, this alleged psychopath has inserted herself into the Gabby Petito case by claiming the Federal Bureau of Investigation was just at her home looking for Brian Laundrie. This woman needs to be wrapped in Teflon and fed from a spoon in a safe padded cell. Not everything is about you. You empathy-free piece of horse excrement.
He just... Oh, really? Wow, that's pretty good, Andrew. Oh boy, Bobby. Oh. Is that a good thing that it was seen or not? Oh boy, wow. How are you feeling about Bobby now, eh? Hey, I need a Bobby too. It is a bit of a worry, isn't it? A bit worried. Right, so there was one more I was going to look at. Oh boy. Oh, I think we all need Bobby. How much long? So some are really short and some are longer. So the one, this is why Katie Joy keeps getting sued allegedly, is only 53 seconds. So let's have a look. We'll watch this one and then we'll go and have a look at, we'll have a quick flick through Instagram and Twitter and then I'll call it a night because I've got day 2 of a conference. Yes, I did see that. I'll dig it up for those that haven't seen it. Oh, boy.
I have just had an epiphany. Catherine Joy does not understand how the judicial system in her country conducts itself. Potato sack simp does not comprehend that violation of an American citizen's civil rights can be utilized by a defense of a criminal and result in a mistrial. She seems to think if you complain to law enforcement enough, they pull convictions out from between their ass cheeks. And this is why she is always being sued. This is why she does not understand the repercussions of her large horse's mouth. This heifer truly believes you can skip over technicality of the law. I'd pay 4 sardines to have a look inside that head of hers.
Bobby! You can't say that! Can't say that, Bobby.
Head of hers. It would be like watching a slow butter churner in action. I am now completely convinced she needs better ventilation in her home.
No. I'll have a look in a minute. I'll go there. All right. I'm gonna.
Hi, I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. Why am I here again? It could be worse. I could be one of her unfortunate cats, spending my days dodging rabid dogs, walking across medical supplies, and shitting in the corner of Catherine's master bedroom.
Oh no.
My thankfulness for a clean shitbox and sane human caretaker should be noted. It appears Catherine Joy was awake bright and early. And, as I predicted, she is already inserting herself and her manufacturer outrage into the active investigation for Gabby Petito, including harassing the law enforcement officers via their official Twitter page. I foresee that, once brunch time has passed and the box twine has been opened, we will see a steady decline in the doxing delinquent. Perhaps she will make a video later, wearing her Snoop Doggy Dogg shirt to convince us she's both serious and sober. Stay tuned. This cat is always on the prowl. And Catherine Joy is, in my opinion, always drunk.
Oh, thank you, Jenna. Yeah, I was not in a good space last week. Last week was a bit tough. As I said, we're still all a little bit complicated at the moment. But yeah, so Bobby needs lots of new subs. So go give Bobby some. Oh, I'll tell you, that is hilarious. In my opinion. I know, in my opinion. All right. So let's just have a look. So I've not really seen. I've been too busy in the last few days. So let's have a look. Let's just scroll up Instagram and have a look. This is we're getting to obsession in my opinion. It's become an obsession. So we've got, and she's got all sorts of other missing people as well. But look, so we're down here. We've still got the body. Bobby needs. Oh, I tell you what. Imagine Bobby doing the COVID press conferences. Hey. So here's all the potato stuff. Look at this. Oh, there's a child there. She hasn't covered up the face. I'm pretty sure if the FBI believed the laundry story that Brian killed himself at the reserve, they wouldn't take out an arrest warrant. Look at this. Look at all of this. Oh yeah, we've got to put the occasional Duggar in there. You want Bobby as the president? I reckon he'd do all right. Could you imagine Bobby telling everybody as it is? Like, this isn't. Then we've got, and then she's got a picture of her son playing. This is her son playing, because then she's got stuff from the pictures from the funeral home. There's the is that the hearse? And is that from the funeral? I'm not even going to click on it, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to do it. New video. The laundry's call CPS on dog saying goodbye to Gabby. Watch now on YouTube. What? At least media have standards. So now we've got, so these are what's on her, this is her IG reel. Woman picked up Brian laundry, Gabby Petito's father. Oh, look. So that's her Instagram lives. So this Katie Joy WRACB is still locked, and I'm blocked, so I can't watch them. She says, if anyone has a missing person poster that needs to be shared, please drop them here. I'm posting missing persons flyers to my social media today to help other people in need. There's so much irony that a man who wouldn't drink out of a plastic bottle because it's harmful to the environment and follows vegan organic farming sites which promote peaceful living would end up being a murderer. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing. What? I heard that she was laughing about one of the friends laughing at the funeral. Don't you tell funny stories often about the deceased? And here we go. Gabby Petito's best friend Rose laughing at her friend's funeral. You do that. You tell funny stories. Laughing at her funeral has the internet divided. Everyone grieves differently. And of course, she's put an image there. For reference, I'm not criticising Rose. We laughed and shared funny stories at my good friend's funeral years ago. I'm simply stating that is causing talk online. Well, why would you even need to do it? Why would you put it there? Where's the audio? Okay, so it's not just me. So I laughed at my dad's funeral many times. I also cried. I was grief-stricken. People share silly stories about their lost loved ones because they are reminiscing and celebrating life. I can only hope people do the same at my funeral. Agree. When whispers, I do the same. I actually will laugh when I'm given bad news or find funny stuff in bad situations because that's my reaction. I don't dislike Rose. I'm sharing that people are divided. I said everyone grieves differently. No hostility. And then someone says, then leave Rose the F alone. I wasn't coming for her. I'm sorry you feel that way. Then why even post it? How do you think Gabby would feel about people throwing shade towards her friend? This absurdity and audacity of anyone questioning this is disgusting. This is one of the saddest critiques I've seen. I wish you would not give it any more attention. First off, this is not my opinion. This is what is happening online. What? Why? But why did she even have to? But why did she have to put it there? I understand. I just wish nonsense like this would not continually shared. Just my feelings. Remember a friend by smiling or laugh is as good as sharing a fond memory in tears. We grieve different ways, and people will react differently to this and the fact that you tweet about it. Funny, no other ethical reporter, as you call yourself, is speculating or trying to have a discussion about why she's laughing. Only evasive people like yourself, and nobody's on social media. Leave the girl alone. You are truly vile, KJ. Oh, noes. So there you go. Put that there. You don't need to say that the internet is divided over somebody laughing at a funeral. It says, thought on Gabby Petito's friend Rose. There are so many rumors, and I'd love your hot take. What? Did you start spelling the name right? Are you now focusing on true crime? I'm covering this case, but I've also covered Josh Duggar. I've always covered Duggars. You should change your rage. You should cover Rage Pig. His belly probably murders about or two a year. Yeah. So it's bizarre why she's doing this. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you early because I've been in a conference all day. My first day back. Wanted to just introduce you to Bobby. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. Keep. I'm planning, unless something happens, normal scheduling of life. However, I will definitely let you know if anything happens. But thank you for understanding, and for all your help, and for all your love and all your care. And I will catch you. And they've changed all the backgrounds here. I can't find the one that I used to close. Funny, isn't it?